tape. I'm just gonna place it, our camera is right here and we wanna protect that. So just place that right over that camera. This is the new iPhone 14, so it has 3 cameras. We just want to protect all 3 of those like that. And then immediately I'm coming in with my blue satin spray paint. Oh, look at that, there it is. There it is. And I'm gonna do a stripe of green, and we're just making a beautiful flower design. See this flower right here on our lace? This is just gonna spread through that lace and get completely onto the back of our phone. I'm gonna go in with some pink. This is my favorite color. Oh, that's perfect. And see, it's okay that those colors are bleeding into one another because we're creating an ombre effect. So now I'm gonna go in with that orange and do a line right there. And then I'm gonna top it off right in this corner. Again, I'm going back in with that blue all the way at the top. I'm just gonna spritz that corner. And see, don't worry about our camera. That tape is completely protecting it. And now here's where the magic happens. We're gonna take some sunscreen. This is SPF 70. It doesn't have to be 70. It just needs to be 50 or higher for this to work. And now we're just gonna, in a quick spritzing motion, just like that. And what this is doing, this actually is gonna remove little pieces of this paint. So it's gonna create almost a crackle effect on here. And then we're going in with some dish soap. This is gonna give us that ombre effect, and we're just gonna drizzle that lightly onto that phone. And then immediately back in with some more color. We're going in with orange now, and we're gonna go over that blue. We don't wanna use the same color on top of another color, so before we did green, now we're doing pink. Now we're going in with green, right on top. That's perfect. And now topping that corner off with that orange, just like we did down here. Can you see right here? Look at that, how you can still see the blue, but some of that orange is still peeking through. That's what's gonna happen right up here as well. Quick spritz, just like that. Look at how pretty that is, and we're gonna get that flower effect. Then when I take these scissors, I'm gonna cut through that lace and then reveal it, but we just need one more step. The last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a white claw. Now we want 2 things in here. One, we want the carbonation. Those bubbles are gonna do a really cool effect on that paint. They're gonna create almost a bubble texture right on here. But we also want that alcohol. The alcohol is what's gonna solidify this onto the phone. So I'm just gonna take it, we have our phone on a bit of an arch, and I'm just gonna drizzle it down, just like that. Just a little. You don't need much, just like that. And then we're just gonna take that color one more time, but this time starting from the top. Little pink right on that top corner. Little spritz, bottom with some green now. We haven't done green on this bottom layer, so it's gonna do a quick spritz. This is super quick. Gotta wait, we don't wanna wait for that alcohol to dry, so we gotta do this fast, going with orange right there. And last but not least, a little bit more blue right there. Okay, and now I think give it a little bit of a fan. We're gonna go back in with that SPF one more time, just to keep that crackle effect. Perfect. Give it a little bit of an air dry. That is perfect. Wow, can you see how now you can barely even see that lace? Because it's all covered in that paint. But see how the lace is covered? That means that it's not going all the way through. So we're still gonna be able to see that design onto the phone because that lace is just absorbing that paint and only the holes are letting the paint go through. Okay, look at this. And look, our camera, perfectly protected. Look in there, there's absolutely no paint on our camera. This is perfectly safe. It's not gonna destroy your phone. And you remember that hair tie from earlier? See right there, how that's still on there? You can go ahead and remove that. Perfect. Now we're going in with our scissors. And we are just gonna cut all the way around. One done. For the other side. Careful not to disturb that lace because this paint is still wet on here. So keep holding your phone, make sure nothing is disturbed. cut that lace. We can take this front lace and start pulling it back. Just like that.
Wow.
Look at that, you guys.
It's like an abstract flower.
Look at that. Doesn't that look so good? And look, there's that bubble effect that we talked about from those carbonations. And here's that crackle effect that we got from that sunscreen.
It's so pretty and shiny.
And now you're just gonna wanna place this in the sun to dry just for about 30 minutes.